What's up everyone and welcome to another Warframe video. I know I've not been doing any melee videos recently because I've been saying how uninteresting I find melee. So that's got to say a lot about a weapon that's caught my eye and make me want to make a video, right? Meet the Needle, a Zaw Rapier using Plague Kripath Strike, Korb Grip and the Vargeet 2 Ruhang link. Why a Rapier? Well, it isn't just because of the weapon or its damage, but also about the stance. Ever since the removal of quick melee, my two most go-to Zaws, my polearm and my staff, they've lost their shine for me because I dislike their stances with a passion. The movement involved in their stance is simply just odd. It slows down and speeds up constantly, which makes them feel very, very awkward to use. Well, Vulpine Mask, the only rapier stance, is amazing because it does not interrupt your movement whatsoever. You can be moving around swinging, heck you can even be sprinting and it doesn't even slow you down. So that makes the melee flow super nicely and it gets rid of any of that weirdness of the constant change of speed. Not only that though, the Vulpine Mask has a super nice moveset. Has a whole bunch of guaranteed slash procs, it's got multi-hits in there, damage increasing hits. All of this feels very, very nice to pull off. However, at a high level, it's all about Hidden Flourish. This combo is ridiculously powerful and can kill any high level enemy in a single combo. Hold E to start the combo with a charge attack, then spam E to finish it. The best thing about this combo is that not only do you get a charge attack at the start of the combo, but if you get to the end, it opens enemies up to finishers, with the damage being done at being pure finisher damage, and that is not affected by armor whatsoever. So that makes it absolutely ridiculously powerful and one of the best scaling builds outside of covert lethality. Moving on to the build, we're going for pure damage with Prime Fever Strike and Shocking Touch for corrosive damage. Sacrificial Steel's on here to boost our base crit, and then we're going to use Blood Rush and Power Spike from Naramon, and that is going to increase our crit as the combo counter goes up. Amalgam Organ Shatter that you can get from the Thermia Fractures is actually up right now. I know that normal Organ Shatter does have better crit damage, but since we're actually using the charge attack on here, that boost to the charge attack speed is super nice. Berserker for attack speed naturally, and then that last slot is going to be pretty much personal preference. I've got Molten Impact in here for the more raw damage basically. You could use something like Gladiator Might for more crit damage, especially if you're stacking Gladiator mods for the set mod bonus. Either on your frame or your Deconstructor Prime, as I did a video on the set mods the other day. Body Count also works if you don't want to run Naramon. Condition Overload if you want to use the slash procs from the stance, or procs from like the Cryotra or something. Something I do though is run a Riven in that last slot. Although none of the footage is recorded with the Riven on the weapon because I want to give you an idea of how it actually performs without it. The Arcane is going to be down to personal preference. Personally, I run Exodia Might for the lifesteal on the finisher. I find that extremely useful because we're using finishers a lot. However, Contagion is amazing on this, provided you're better at using it than I am. I tend to kill myself with it a lot, but if you know how to use it, you can kill large groups with it as well. Very underrated Arcane and worth using if you can get used to it. So with all that said and done, do I like this new Zaw? I think, rather unsurprisingly, I absolutely do. Ever since they came out, my polearm and staff Zaws have been my most used melee, by a very long way. But since the removal of quick melee and having to rely on the actual stances themselves, I've stopped enjoying them anywhere near as much. As a result of that, I've been looking for a new melee to enjoy, and honestly, I didn't really think of using the Rapier. But you know what? This is a hidden gem. When you look at, what Zaws people are using and even making content on, you see most of the other types. But the Rapier is almost always the one that gets forgotten. The thing is though, this might be the strongest single target Zaw out of them all, well, ignoring covert lethality of course. No worrying about condition overload on here, you don't really need to worry even about Blood Rush until a higher level either. Because it's so powerful, it mostly one-shots everything in the game up to sortie level already. But the Blood Rush will tear through high-end sorties, arbitrations, or ESO with ease. The changes to quick melee have shaken things up quite a bit for me with melee. I didn't really click with rapiers when they first came out, and to be perfectly honest, I've been avoiding doing melee videos because they're kind of dull and stale for the most part. But I clicked with this saw so much. I absolutely had to make a video for all of you to enjoy. Ever since building it, I've used pretty much nothing else. It is an absolute powerhouse, and honestly, not one that gets anywhere near enough as love for how good it is. So I hope you enjoyed this saw. If you decide to build it, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. But for now, many thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.